Okay, so I get this question often. Why would you use the psychrometric chart? I'm going to give you a couple examples. So, when you know two properties of air and you plot them on the psychrometric chart, you can determine all the other properties of air. Now, I'm going to give an example of 95-degree dry bulb, 78 wet bulb. If you plot that point here, you can determine any of the other points. So, for example, if I draw a straight line over to the edge here, you're looking at about 118 grains. You're looking at about 72-degree dew point. And if I look at the RH lines here, you're looking at about 58% RH. Now, why would you use this over a psychrometric app? Don't know. I do both. Sometimes I like to see where it is on the chart. So if I know where it is and where I need to go, it gives me an idea of what type of equipment I want to specify and what kind of features I need. Okay, example number 2, why I would use the psychrometric chart is to determine what type of equipment I will need to reach the design objective. So let's say you have a space that requires 40-degree dew point. I'm just going to draw this 40-degree dew point line here, which I'm not drawing very well with my nifty straight edge. I don't have a straight edge here, but you get the point. So 40-degree dew point line, something like this. So I know if I need to have a space that's below 40-degree dew point, that I will have to have equipment that produces air below 40-degree dew point. Big shocker, right? So I know that I need to be somewhere in this range, and depending on the sensible heat ratio, I can determine if I need reheat or what other features I need in the equipment to meet the desired space, temperature, and humidity. So if it's 40 degrees, probably into some sort of a desiccant product at that point, maybe glycol or a combination of DX and desiccant. It would depend on many other factors. The third reason I like to use the psychrometric chart, for me to understand the processes of air and to teach the processes of air, which is much easier to show on a psychrometric chart. So if you're going from left to right, you're heating the air. If you're going from right to left, you're cooling the air. If you're going from the bottom to the top, you're adding humidity. And if you're going from the top to the bottom, this way, you are removing humidity. So a typical system, you might have 80-degree dry bulb, 67 wet bulb, which falls somewhere around here. 80, 65, 66, 67. Oops, I drew that wrong. Try that again. 67 here. You might mix that with the outdoor air of 95, 78. And let's say you have 50% outdoor air, because that's easy to show here. You would be in this range here. Now, if you're going into some sort of a cooling coil, this air would travel the path. It would basically cool sensibly until it got to a point, and then it would start removing latent heat as well. And, if you had 52-degree leaving air, it'd be something like this. 50, let's see. Oh, 52 would be a little further down. So something like this, And if my design objective is 75, 50%, I would plot that here. So I know I need to get from here to here. Now, depending on the sensible heat ratio of the space, if it's designed perfectly, that might happen. Or I might need to have some reheat, which would go from here to here to hit that sensible heat ratio, whatever it is at that time. So you can see by doing this process, you can fully understand what's happening using psychrometrics.